Welcome all students in DT practical session. Now we will perform practical number 10, that is test the functionality of RS flip-flop using NAND gate. So RS flip-flop is basically gives only two state, that is set and reset, which is used in a bounce elimination switch. Also it is used in shift register and counters to switch the states. Now we are constructing this RS flip-flop using NAND gate, so we require IC 7408 for this purpose. Now you can see the construction diagram of RS flip-flop using AND gates. So this diagram, likewise this diagram, we are performing the connection on our digital board. So here you can see that the IC 7400, that is NAND gate IC, is placed in a socket, and we are using lower section. So upper 4 connections are empty, and we are considering 1 at P4 and 7 at P10, likewise 8 at P11, and P17 is considered as a P14. So now we'll do the connection according to our circuit diagram. Here you can see pin number 1 and 2 shorted. Pin number 1 and 2 shorted, and S input is given to it. So we'll first do this connection. We'll do this connection. We'll modify our diagram. We'll do this construction with a clock signal. So we will short connection pin number 2 and 4, and will provide clock to it. So initially we are giving S flip-flop to pin number 1. This is our S input and this is our R input. So we are giving S input to pin number 1. We'll do the next connection, that is we'll short pin number 2 and 4, will provide clock to it. Pin number 2 and 4 is shorted with a red wire, and this short is given to clock signal, that is negative going pulse. Then we'll give next input, that is R to pin number 5. So we have taken one wire from pin number 5 and it is given to R input in input section. Then we'll do this connection, that is pin number 3, we're going to connect it into pin number 10. Pin number is connected to pin number 10. This IC contains a 4 flip-flops, so will require only one IC. In one IC we'll do all connections. Then pin number 6 is connected to pin number 12. We are taking one wire from pin number 6 and we're going to connect this into pin number 12. Then pin number 8 is given to pin number 13, that is we are providing feedback. Pin number 8 is connected to pin number 13. One feedback is done. Then we'll connect pin number 9 to pin number 11. Second feedback. Pin number 9 is connected to pin number 11. So feedback connection is done, and now we are taking wire from pin number 8, and it is we are going to give this connection to output section. This is our Q, and we'll take one wire from pin number 11 and we'll connect this wire to output section, which is considered as a Q bar. Supply is remaining. Pin number 7 is connected to ground, and pin number 14 is connected to VCC. So this is supply connection. Now you can see one IC contains 4 NAND gates, so will not require any other IC for connection. We have used all 4 gates in our IC. So all connections are done. Now we'll check the input and output connections. Initially we'll see the truth table, that is our first condition, that is first condition is 0 0. So we'll get q and q bar, that is a previous conditions. So you can see S and R is in 0 position, and this is your previous condition. Now we are applying clock input, but output is not changing, that means it is remains in a previous state. So we'll prove our first condition, that is S and R 0 0 and output is in previous condition. Either in spite of applying clock signal, we are getting the same output, means previous condition. Now next condition, we have applied S is equal to 0 and 1 is equal to R is equal to 1. This is our previous condition. Now we'll apply clock signal. So here output is changed, means if R is equals to 1, then this flip-flop is reset. You can say it is in reset position because Q is equals to 0 and Q bar is equals to 1. So this is a reset position. Here reset is given and we are getting reset condition over here. So second condition is proved. Now we'll apply third condition, that is we have provided set input, means 1 0. We have applied set. This is our previous condition, and when we'll press a clock, flip-flop will change its states and it will set. So you can see Q is equals to 1 and Q bar is equals to 0, means by applying set your flip-flop is set. So output Q is equals to 1 and Q bar is equals to 0. Now we'll check a last condition, that is 1 1. So initially it is in a previous condition, flip-flop is in previous condition. When we'll apply clock signal, then you can see the last condition, that is race around condition, means it is digitally not allowed state. Q bar is glowing and it is remain in 0 position, but it is glowing. It is a last condition, so it is a not accepted case, it is a race around condition. Hence by referring circuit diagram and by connecting IC onto board and making connection, we have proved our RS flip-flop, that is a set reset flip-flop. Thank you.